God, just immense. Damaged and destroyed. And nice and easy, nice and easy. Keep steady bow wave. Oh, look at all those cars underwater. Oh my God. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars worth of equipment damaged. That'll be up to my knees already. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm almost up to the slit of the boots here. Yeah, that is not passable. That is daytime shot of the Auburn Valley right now. This is all Carpinito Valley fields here. I mean, it's just a lake. It's up to the edge of the roadway. Look at this. Damn. I mean, look at this. It's totally underwater. It is an absolute lake. God, look at the houses completely underwater there. All those barns are underwater. Oh my God. This is, God, in the daytime you can see this damage in a totally different way. I wasn't able to get the camera on in time to be able to catch the river, but let's swing back through because I do want to show you guys. Look at that, the road is still closed over there. Totally drowned out. That is a major 4-lane in each direction, 8-lane roadway, completely closed off. Let's cut back around. I want to show you guys the river. Oh my God, look at this. This is by the railroad tracks right here. Just immense. Oh my God, just immense. I mean, we do get routine floodings in this area. This is not uncommon to have some flooding in the fields. Sometimes intentionally, of course, for irrigation purposes, but this is destruction. This is total destruction. And this is a working farm community. This actively, Binford's Metals and Auto Wrecker totally closed down, probably underwater. That's the Auto Wrecker, not the truck wrecker version of Binford and Budget. And that is our automotive arm. And that's totally underwater right now. You can imagine all the pollution from all those junk vehicles like flowing back into the river right now. I mean, this is an ecological disaster. Look at that parking lot over there. That's where a lot of Valley Auburn automotive dealers will park their vehicles, their extra vehicles, especially their fleets. Look at that. There's going to be a lot of flood damaged vehicles for sale coming up. Oof, that is a lot of lost inventory. Look at that. That road is completely underwater. That road is completely underwater over there. Oh my God. Holy crap. Ramp closed. Ramp is underwater. I mean, even the highway is underwater. Oh my God. This is 167. This is a major highway. I mean, this is something else. All the way across over there, that's the end. That's the other side of Carpinitos right there. We're on the other side of the fields right now, still Carpinitos. This is of course marshland, so it's able to absorb the water. Yeah, we're not able to go across that way. Oh my God. Just immense. Just immense. Oh my God, look at all the machinery that's damaged and destroyed. I'm not gonna be able to push through there, and I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, now we got some deep water crossing here. I'm gonna do a daytime water crossing. This is at least passable. I want to cut back around and capture the actual river, because that was like, it's still bursting banks. This is a nursery here. This is totally gone. Okay guys, again, water crossing. I'm gonna do daytime this time. Remember, seatbelt off. This is not very deep, but still we're gonna practice all the safety. Off, window open, door unlock, so you can get through and get out if you need to. Granted, this is not fast moving. This is in the fields. We can see the road line, so we're okay. Just gonna push it slow. Again, you still wanna maintain a good bow wave. Don't push it too fast. Again, not too bad, not too bad. We're doing okay. It's quite a bit deeper. You do not wanna hit it with speed. Remember, never hit with speed. You wanna ease into it and then push the water out of your way. Push water out of your way. Okay, just like that. Keep in mind to know where your intake is. That is all just damaged and destroyed. This is totally underwater over here. Holy crap, this is already 2 days of no active rain. And nice and easy, nice and easy. Keep steady bow wave. Right there, right there. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Steady, steady, steady. Again, keep it the same. Tactics, window open, seatbelt off, door unlocked, steady bow wave. Oh my God, that is just immense. That guy's entire property is just drowned out. Look at all those cars underwater. After 2 days of no rain. 2 days of no rain. Holy guacamole, man. This is something else. I mean, like I mentioned, we do have some minor flooding throughout here usually, but this is just destruction. This is absolute destruction. This is not our usual floods. Let's cut back around. I want to capture the river. Down this way, it's going to be closed again. So we're going to have no choice but to cut back into town anyway, but we're going to flip around. We're going to come back through, and let's see if we can capture that river, because that river is just bursting the banks, absolutely bursting the banks. All right, let's flip around here. At least this area is high enough. Just amazing how much just a couple of feet of height makes a difference. As you can see, that neighbor's house over there that was totally underwater, about 3-4 feet lower than the landscaping facility over there, which is a little bit higher up. Totally dry. Let's go back across again. We're gonna cut back over the bridge again. We're gonna go back around to the river. I wanna show you guys that, because this is just immense damage. I mean, this is just insanity. So right now we're carrying some speed. We're going normal road speed. But as soon as we hit water, we're gonna have to slow down big time. Look at this. This is 2 days of no rain. Look at this. Oh my God. See, look at this. Just a few feet of height difference. Few feet of height difference right there. This guy's about 4 feet lower. Look at all this. Just totally gone. Totally gone. We got a big rig coming through here. We're gonna let him pass through first, and then we're gonna make our crossing, because I don't want to get splashed up by him. Oh my God, this is just immense. Just immense. So whenever you have oncoming vehicles like this, let them go through first, because they're gonna not only splash water up on you, but their bow wave is gonna push into your bow wave, and that's gonna cause water to flood potentially into your engine, especially with deeper water. Here we go. The water's moving through, the car's crossing through. It's not connected to the river. Right now, these are kind of isolated from the river. The river is just barely below its banks right now. Just like a millimeter below its banks. This is just immense. And yet somehow I have not seen the news cover this area at all. Local news, not covering this area at all. I have not seen it. I have not seen it. If you guys have at home, comment below and let me know, but I have not seen anybody covering this. This is just immense. Again, it's a little more shallow here. We got a little deeper section here. Let's cross over this here. Again, slower down, ease into the water, and then push forward. Steady, steady gas. Steady gas. That's it right there. Good. All right, let's flip back across and let's go back over to the river. This is a major roadway. Major roadway right here. All right, we're gonna cut back across and let's check out the river. We're gonna roll windows up now. We don't need it open right now. We're out of the flood danger area. But this is immense that the ramps to the highway would be closed off. I mean, just insanity. Absolute insanity. Oh my God, dude. Over there too, that's where the overflow car lot is for Chevy, GM, Ford, Toyota. All those vehicles are damaged. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. And the water has been technically receding lately. How come the news, our local news is not covering this? I've not seen anybody covering it. I've seen no footage, I've seen nothing. I've seen like other more hard hit places. Don't get me wrong, there's much more hard hit places too, like Skagit. It's very badly hit. Like, I am not minimizing what they're going through at all. And I can understand that you gotta get views, you gotta get clicks, but at the same time, we also gotta spread truth and spread the real word of what's happening. That's what this channel stands for. Holy crap. Yeah, sometimes I make things a little bit more kitschy or whatever, more attractive for people to click on, but still, it's all based in truth. Nothing I share here on this channel is a lie. Holy crap, dude. You can see now from this vantage point or over the railroad tracks right now, you can see just how far that goes. Jesus, that is immense. I can't even find a different word, man. It's just what other word can you use in this sort of situation? And at nighttime, it's hard to really appreciate how much damage has occurred. But during the daytime, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. All of that over there behind the gas station is totally flooded. Totally a lake. This is going to take a long time to soak. Fortunately, our soil here is pretty good about absorbing water. That's why we tend not to have a whole lot of floods, or landslides are not super common. But when it's saturated, it's saturated. And right now, this is full saturation level. There's just nowhere for the water to go anymore. Nowhere for it to go anymore. Even that lane, you can't even enter through that lane anymore. Jesus. Okay, right now we're cutting back through. I want to pass by the river so I can show you guys. This is Auburn Valley, Auburn to Kent Valley right now. Wow. I mean, this is something else. This is just something else. Look at that, it's all pushed together and flowed together there. I know this is not some big city, not some big urban area, but actually it is. This is just a farm area that got built around. So it looks like we're in the middle of nowhere, but big city that way, big city back that way. I mean, big cities. Somehow this is just not being covered. All right, we just passed over the river. I'm gonna flip around and then we'll go back by so you can get a good bird's eye view of the river. Let's find a place to flip around here. Fortunately, this is high up enough. Just amazing, like, what separates total destruction from absolutely being saved is just a matter of literal inches. Literal just inches. Millions of dollars worth of damage. Not just, you know, whatever houses and things were flooded out. If the insurance will even cover them, that's the other thing. Insurance is gonna bitch them around and say, well, we're not gonna cover that because of this and that or whatever, even if they have flood coverage, because they're in a floodplain that is a 100-year floodplain. Well, when in the 100 years do you think it's gonna flood? You don't know. You don't know. And especially when you're, you know, doing agricultural work, you have to be where the soil is fertile. You have to. And that's going to be in a floodplain. But that's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars worth of equipment damaged. Those are millions of dollars worth of structures damaged. Houses damaged and gone. Here's the river right here. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Barely just underneath its banks. By, again, literal millimeters. Literal millimeters. And not just that too, but yes, even though this is a rural pocket within an urban kind of sprawled area, nonetheless, this area is responsible for a lot of food production. It is an active food producing area. This is not just some, you know, hobby farm or something. No, this is Carpinitos. This is a major food producer of Washington, major food producer of the Western Washington area. That is millions of dollars worth of winter greens and winter food and cattle and everything gone. Gone. Millions of dollars worth of material and food. Millions of dollars worth of equipment. Millions of dollars worth of structures. Gone. 100% just gone. Look at this. I mean, you get a totally different appreciation for the amount of damage during the daytime. It's just absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. Wow. Wow. I can't even think of another word right now. Shit. This has been 2 days of no rain so far. Still, everything is underwater. And rains are moving back in again tonight into tomorrow. It's going to continue the whole raining process here. Yeah. Keep your fingers crossed for us. Look at that, it's pumping. They're pumping out their shop area. Wow. Who says we don't have some urban flooding? I mean, look at this, urban. We're in a city now. Yeah, this is not being covered by the news. The news doesn't care. It's not big enough. It's not millions of dollars enough. It's not enough people died. Or what's the situation? You guys have offices right here, and you're not covering this. Why? Because it's not click-worthy? Because nobody gives a flying F about Auburn or Kent? This is major industrial areas, major industrial parks, major businesses here, major agricultural work, millions of dollars worth of vehicle inventory here, airports. We have airports here. All that is this damage and destroyed. How many more millions do you need to make a news story about it and cover it? You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did cover it at some point and I just missed it. And if I am wrong, please correct me in the comments below. But goddamn. Goddamn. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we're coming up on our usual spot here. This is what you guys have been seeing at night. This is at daytime now. Right before dusk at about 3-something p.m. Road closed ahead. Let's see what the damage is out here. Yeah, all this is back underwater again. Remember that last videos? All this was dried. It finally drained off. Yeah, not anymore. Holy crap, this is even worse than what it was. All that is underwater. All of it. The water wasn't all the way up to here. Those signs are further back. Oh my God. Yeah, this is totally drowned out over here. Totally drowned out over here. Oh my God. Wow, that road is completely washed out right there. Let's flip around here a little bit. Again, we are in deep water here. We're on gravel, so we're okay. Let's flip around here if we can. We are deep in the water right now. Basically, I just want to pull off and park and we'll go on foot. This is deep. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is pretty damn deep. Look at that. Look how high it comes up into the wheel. Yeah, we are in it. That's for damn sure. We are definitely in it. Woo. That is drowned out over there. It's probably only going to be worse down the road. Well, I guess let's walk it. We're here. Let's just do it and see what we can discover down that way. Let's get everything ready and we'll head on down. Okay, well, here we go. That is pretty deep. I got my pants tucked into the boots. These are my Justins, already waterproof from factory. Let's see if we can step on down. Holy balls. Yeah, I'd say that's a bit deep. That is a bit deep. All right, well, let's explore a little bit further downriver and see what we can find. Hey, my boots needed to be washed anyway, right? And this is on the shallower side right here where the Denali's parked. We drove all the way into there where it was deeper. All right, well, let's walk down a little bit. See, this section here was dry that one night when we came down initially. Clearly, it's all back underwater again. Well, let's see. It's not actively flowing very fast because clearly the river is a little bit below bank. I know we are totally under right now. At least I get to wash my boots. There's some muddy goodness here. Holy crap. Yeah, she's getting deeper. Look at that. We're on the shallow side. We're up on the high side of the road. That's the low side over there. And look at this. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty damn deep. We ain't gonna go much deeper than that. Let's go back up here on the shallower end. All right. So once you get past this section here, now this is pretty damn deep. That's well above ankle level. Whew. Yeah, all this was dry that night. The last night before the 2 days of dry weather, ironically enough. We had dry weather, ironically, and all this. The night before, while it was still raining, this was dry. It looks like it dries out from here, but as we know from last time, as we get around that bend over that way, it goes down again, down deep. Well, let's check out and see what's happening. Still nobody's back out here camping, so that's good. Let's go a little bit further. Man, you could feel the wetness and the coldness in the air. That looks pretty dry up here, but this is the section that goes uphill a little bit. Let's go up along the river. As you can see, the signs of somebody's camp right there by the railroad tracks. Obviously it's been abandoned. See a blue tarp hanging out there. There's the stuff you don't get to see really at night very clearly. This is usually where that van parks. I think they camp right over there by the rail track. As we know, as we go around that second bend over there, that's where it gets to be bad again. You can hear the frogs frogging, clearly, because this is usually a marshland anyway. Over there, it looks lower over there though. Doesn't look too bad actually. Huh. Well, let's see, let's get up to the actual river bank, and that'll tell us a little bit more. These Justins are really mighty fine. Look at that, how well they cleaned up. Beautiful. Need a good repolishing, re-oiling. They're good to go. Justin boots, baby. Just in time. Check that out. Well, I shouldn't be making fun of the situation. That's not good. But that's how I deal with tragic events. Oh, yeah, this is... Wow. That's high. There's a lot of sediment in there, too. Yeah, this is very, very high. Ooh, you can smell stuff already starting to rot. Like that moist, you know, like something got wet and died in there. That's not a good smell. See signs of people. We're camping out here. Get you guys a little higher up so you can see. Yeah. It is cold too, man. All this moisture in the air definitely makes everything very, very cold. So this is the part that is a little higher up on the next to the river here. You can tell how the road cambers this way off a little bit. In the daytime it's much easier to see. Look at all that log jam and other stuff over there. All the debris. Look at all that mud and everything muck that got washed down. Yeah, this is like, this is a good double the size. I think somebody's coming through. I think it's the same Jeep again. Not different Jeep this time. Toyota this time. Oh, it looks like he made it through pretty good, but his lifted. See if he runs across any more water. Yeah, over there, that's deep. Holy crap. That's the bad section right there. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna push his luck, is he? We're on stock suspension on the GMT 800. I don't know how bad I want to push it. Now he's turning around. He ain't gonna push his luck. I hope he don't push his luck. That was at the worst part, first night of flooding. That was like almost 3 feet of water because that road dips down quite a ways. So let's see. Yeah, it's a lot of damage here, a lot of flood damage. Yeah, he's turning around. He ain't gonna push his luck. Yeah, he's not gonna push it. Smart move. Don't push your luck, even with a lifted truck or anything. Because the problem is you may not necessarily get water up into your engine with a lifted truck, but there's a point where you become buoyant. You become buoyant, you lose traction, you lose balance. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. You can tell why the road dips down over there, because it's right up to the edge of the guardrail. Ooh, yeah. Yep. This is bad. Thing is, when you lose traction like that, it's very, very sneaky. It's very, very insidious. Eventually you're going to float. Eventually you come to a point of buoyancy. And especially with that little bit of current right there, you see that little bit of current? It doesn't look like much. But all this weight of water, tons of weight, pushing you across. And if you are starting to get buoyant on your tires, that's it. It doesn't matter how big of a truck you got. You're done. You are done. I'll see a little bit down here. Right now we're on the high side of the road. Ooh, this is the high side. Holy moly. Yep. This is not a passable section here. Well, let's see. We are well above ankle level now. This is the high side too. This is the shallow high side. Look at that side. I'll be up to my knees already. This is by comparison. Look at road surface. Oh shit. Road surface to where the bottom of the guardrail is at. Right to the knee. Yeah. It would be knee deep water right there. And it only gets deeper from here. Oh man, I can feel the current already. Holy shit. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like much current. But as soon as you lift up your foot off the ground, it is taking you across. And it's gonna take you right down in there. And that is a deep, deep section. Muck, mud, deep water. That's about a good 4 feet deep at least. Yeah, you could drown out. Man, as soon as I'm picking up my feet, I could feel the current pushing me into the guardrail already. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I'm almost up to the up to the slit of the boots here. Yeah, this is not passable. It only goes deeper right there. Yeah, that is not passable. That is not a possibility or passability at all. And then out that way, you can see out there, there's more water right along the house there. This is bad. This is bad. And it was just draining out not too long ago. Okay, let's walk carefully back. Holy shit! No, Jesus. No, I'm being pushed into the guardrail. Like, no joke. No joke. As soon as I pick my feet up, I am being pushed over to the guardrail. Oh God, I actually have to brace myself because I am literally being pushed over. It does not seem like that much of a force, but it really is. With this much water, it is literally tons of force pushing against you. Oh, Lord. Wow. I think I might have actually gotten a little bit of water in my boots. Yeah, my boot is wet now inside. Maybe it's just cold. That's okay. Justin boots, tough boots. Just dry them out. They're good to go. That is bad. That is bad. That is what the kids would say this on the meme era. Oh, hell no. We ain't gonna do that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Even if we swim our way through that thing with the Denali, you're gonna get water in your oil, water in your differentials, because remember, you have breathers, right? Now, granted, your oil breather is a little higher up, but if your seals ain't exactly 100%, you're gonna suck water into your oil. You're absolutely gonna suck water into your gear oil, into your differentials. That's the last thing you want, because you will need to service that immediately. All your lubrication is going to be shot. Before you know it, you're going to have a bunch of clanking and grinding going on in your rear end and in your front end. You're going to wonder what the hell happened. Well, about $3,000 to $4,000 worth of damage just happened. That's what happened. That ain't good. Yeah, there comes a point where it's just like, you got to know when to hold your cards and you got to know when to fold them. Today we're folding. We ain't pushing it. Hell no. That's bad, man. Look at that. It's a rail bridge right there. Now, granted, it's not too high in comparison to the bridge. It's a little bit high up on the bank here. Normally it's past that log there. So it is up and wider, but I'm glad we were able to come out here during the daytime and document it. Because at nighttime, you can only get so much appreciation for it. The daytime, it gives you a whole different perspective. Whole different perspective. And we have rains coming back. Rains are coming back. Shit. All right, well, I'm gonna have to waterproof my boots. Waterproof these Justins probably. Waterproof the other ones. Keep them in the back of the truck. In case we need to wade through some water. Waterproof my hats again. About every week you should waterproof your cowboy hats. And especially if you live in this kind of wet, damp area. Re-stiffen them, re-water them. At least once a week, and that will preserve them there, preserve the shape, and preserve the felt in the fabric as well too. So, because remember, these are just wool. It could be pelt if it's a little bit nicer, or nicer wool, but it's just wool. Now it has some natural water repellentness to it, but it also gets soaked up really badly. And once it gets soaked, all your hard shaping, all this custom work that we did on our hats here, on the Bull Rider, on this Gunslinger here, on the RCA style Cattleman's, all that's going to be gone, and we have to sit there with a blow dryer to dry them out and do it all over again. And what happens after it soaks up like that is you are not likely to get the shape back exactly 100% the way it was. It's always going to be a little wonky, which, you know, looks cool as your hat ages over time, because then it looks like you've used your hat, right? You've been out there, you've seen some things. But I'd also like to keep a couple of them a little more crisp than that, and especially this one with its kind of popped up semi-gust crown here and the broad brim is very, very good for rain. So I think this one I'm gonna juice up. It's gonna be my best bet for rains that are moving in. You can see the dark clouds moving up there. Yeah, it's gonna start pissing on us any minute now. All right, this is the one I'm gonna be using for the most part of the rain. I use the Cattleman's and the Bull Riders, which is pretty good. This shape is a little bit easier to redo. And of course the broader brim, the 4 3/4 inch brim, does a lot better for the rain, and then the semi-gust, like I said, drains off a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and secure this hat and secure all of them. Secure our boots, All right, well, let's go around. We got to go up to the next city and go ahead and finish our DIY Christmas series here. That was bad. Look at this. Look at this. Unholy guacamole, man. I have never seen it like this before. Never seen it like this before. And I hope I never see it like this again. At least not in my lifetime. If they don't call this the 100-year flood, then I'm worried about what's about to come next. Because this is ridiculousness. Alright, well, let's wander our way back up to the truck here and let's see what we can do. Here we go. Now it looks like this Tesla here is considering stuff here. Let's tell them it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I don't know what they're trying to consider here. Whew. Let's see what they got to say here. Yeah, that's a no-go.
Yeah, that's why I told him we cannot do it.
Oh yeah, no, very good. Yeah, I was hoping you guys weren't considering like trying to push it because it'll then look bad here. Yeah. As soon as you go around that second bend over there, up to the knees. Oh, yeah. On the deep side over there. On the shallow side, almost went over my boots. Oh. It's just not. It's not worth it.
We made one car and they said that our car cannot go over there. That's the problem.
Exactly. I was at the Toyota that was coming out this way. Yeah, yeah, because he tried it and while I was down there and he came back around. He said no, it's not worth it. Yeah, be safe out there, guys. Yeah. All right. Well, let's make our way back to our truck here. All right. God damn, this is the shallow side here. Ooh. It's already past our ankles. God dang, man. All right. Dry our feet off a little bit. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. I may be a fuzzy idiot, but I also know when to fold my cards and say, nah, I'm going home. I lost enough today. All right. Well, let's go around. Let's get up to the higher side of ground here and go from there. Let's see what we can do. Stay safe, y'all. Stay wild.